Hello, YouTube. This is I'm Just Lane. We're back again. We're on part 5 of Lil Guardsman. Feels like we're close to the end of the story. We'll probably go back and try to redo levels so we can get achievements and stuff. But all right, it feels like we're towards the end. We feel like we're close. Though, I say that and then it's gonna be end of part 2 and then we're still going. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. If you watched the previous part, towards the end, Steam crashed, causing the game to crash. And it was like right towards the end of what I was wanting to record anyway. So you'll probably see some stuff that was towards the end being replayed because that's where it last saved off. But we will continue from there. All right, let's get started. Continue game. One second, gotta send out tweet. Everything's like all together written out today. Do everything all at once. All right, got her post up.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Chuck.
Hi, Lil. Sorry to bother you so late, but Desdemona has something to discuss with you.
What's the story with the new bling?
It was a gift from Tyronius on behalf of the Mages Guild to keep me safe.
Tyronius has been giving me big bad guy energy since level 1. I would ditch that amulet immediately.
That is for me to decide. Lil, I have something I need to tell you.
Desi, I know we talked about this, but are you sure? Lil's done a lot for us.
I am not having this conversation again. It is entirely inappropriate what you've been put through. That is why tomorrow will be your last guard shift.
But we're at war. I've been doing a good job, I think. I feel like in lots of little ways I've been, I don't know, changing the course of fate.
Desi, sure, she's a kid, and no, it's probably not fair, but she's proven she's more than meets the eye plenty of times. You were the reason I asked her to uncover the spy in the GLA.
Is this true?
True as that may be, it's time she was relieved of her duty.
Where is all of this coming from? I thought we were, friends.
Friends? With you? Someone who has been acting in her own self-interest against the crown? Tyronius has told me the true nature of your character.
Tyronius? He's nuts, and he gives off real main villain energy. Why would you believe anything that creepy ghoul factory has to say?
Dude's literally a
Because he's
necromancer.
accepted the role as my advisor.
He's your 4th advisor?
Fourth, and perhaps only, if the other three remain so utterly useless.
You're gonna fire Stryker? I mean, I get Shit Cannon Ash and Malcolm, but don't you think it's better to, have multiple opinions when it comes to big decisions?
Not anymore. And neither does Tyronius. He also thinks it is time for this little game to be over.
These don't sound like your words.
They do not.
She's right, honey. They don't.
Listen to me. I have made my decision. Tomorrow will be your final shift. We will not suffer those who speak against the Queen of the Sprawl.
Desdemona, listen to yourself.
I will not be spoken to like that by a filthy...
Hey!
I'm sorry. I'm under so much pressure. I need to lie down. I don't feel quite like myself right now. Lil, I'm sorry, but it's almost
be
time
mean.
for the end.
Oh, nice.
Chuck, take me home.
This doesn't make any sense. I've worked my ass off for you and the Bloody Sprawl, not to mention the idiot triplet advisors, and now you're following that Tyronius asshole's advice? Fine, I quit.
You can't quit. You were already relieved of duty.
This sucks.
I'm sorry, Lil. I'll try to talk to her. Good night.
Good night. Probably skip through some of the summaries because I know we got through most of them before Game Pros. Because I think, she finally actually made some apple pies. I think he stopped a bill that was actually going to help orphanages and, keep from his forest being destroyed. More zombies were made. Alright, decoding the hex. Even freed her soul from its clutches and death, she was finally at peace. Sabbatha's former friends, the counselors from the outdoor wilderness camp, lay scream and die, ended their summer contracts and went home. But they were plagued by the guilt they felt for their part in Sabbatha's death. Could they literally just go back to their normal lives after what they had done? 1 year later, they met back up at Lake Scream and Die, and they were all starting to crack under the weight of the secret. In fact, assistant head counselor Mitch Morrison suggested they all turn themselves in. He couldn't live with it anymore. He needed to tell the authorities what they had done last summer to his guilty conscience, but the others didn't like this plan. They knew they couldn't let Mitch confess to their crimes. They had to silence him. With 2 murders now on their hands, the group of camp counselors went their separate ways once again, assured that their secret was safe for now. The demon Lil had exorcised found a perfect new home in Mitch Morrison, and the cycle continues. Ghost Finders denied entry to the sprawl and missing their appointment with the Queen. The Ghost Finders continue to scam the feeble-minded, especially being able to claim Queen Desdemona as a client. As their business gave their business a big boost, and they've been in a very high demand ever since. To this day, they still have not seen a single ghost, but their merchandise is top-notch, as is their catchy theme song. Count Heinrich von Pyr's wedding started beautifully until the pesky Van Helsing showed up and killed the obvious vampire just before sunrise, which would have been the most romantic part of the ceremony. On the plus side, Marina Hurricane was free from the Count's curse and control and eventually rekindled a romance with their old fling, Jonathan. They got married and had a son named Quincy. They were a very boring family. This Sprawl lost one of his best chiropractors that night. Rest in peace, Heinrich. You were too beautiful for this world. Here we go. Achievement. Woo.
And the already spread-thin guard force is calling it the worst night of, and I quote, creepy shit they've ever seen on St. Swithin's Day. And that's saying a lot. So if you see any of the few guards trying their darndest to keep things together inside our fair city walls, just go up and give them a hug, because Po Buddy's nerfect. I'm sorry, there appears to be a typo in that last statement. You're listening to the Morning Crawl, where we won't be playing any of today's top hit music because we will be keeping all frequencies clear in the event of an emergency broadcast. This is Dodger, signing off alone because all of my animal co-hosts were turned into food rations.
Oh no.
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
Dear Lil, I haven't received your last letter yet. I really could have used the pick-me-up. Things are getting really hectic here. Everyone is busy getting ready for the upcoming naval battle. Even though I don't have any training at all, I'm getting stationed on one of the attack boats on the front lines. But don't worry, I overheard the admiral say that there may be a plan brewing to unleash a ferocious sea monster, if they can find one. But they'll have to make sure there aren't allies in the water when they do. So that sounds like a plan, right? I don't really know what's in store for me, but I'm doing my very best so I can get home, and we can finally get our lives back on the right track. Wish me luck. I think I'll need it this time. Love, Dad.
Aw.
I guess all the fighting has disrupted the postal service? Oh, the humanity!
So now we're drafting for a naval battle.
I heard the news. This is your last shift down here at the shed.
How'd you hear?
Cecil told me. He's actually been running interference for you behind the scenes this whole game. He wanted me to make sure you're all stocked up for your shift. Are you sure you've got everything you need? I've got a big walk to the east gate ahead of me.
Thanks for everything, Garby.
Royal writ. This message is for Hi Lil. They're letting me add something to this writ. Isn't that neat? I just want to let you know that the Cyclops was the mole, and that the GLA has been able to successfully do 5 missions without incident thanks to your help. Have a great last day. I'm sorry I couldn't convince Desi to keep you on longer. Chuck. Somebody left the door to the food reserves open last night and the enchanted ice melted away. Looking at you, Randy. Well, we need to restock with fresh, non-rotten food, so please be on the lookout for that. Middle manager Mike Melroy. Attention, Randy's friends and colleagues. He is officially exiled from the sprawl. I'm guessing that's Malcolm. Oh no, it's middle manager Mike Melroy. I was like, who's that? Oh, the person I just read. I have confirmed once again that the previous battle was lost in large part due to the state of the drafted soldiers' equipment. It's your job to turn coal into diamonds. See if there's any way to improve the state of the drafted soldiers before signing them up. We have put out a call for mercenaries to assist in our defenses. The small treasury budget has been allocated for this initiative. Try not to overspend the queendom's money. If you get the best bang for our buck, it will be reflected in your star ranking, Ash. As a result of the sprawls, mummies, and daddies being turned into cannon fodder, I see lots of vagrant hooliganism from the frail and orphan youths. Don't be taken by their rosy cheeks and recently lost baby teeth smiles. Some of them are real stinkers, Malcolm. You know, gotta load up on that true spray. Yeah, that's everything. All right, cool.
it's me, Kelly. I remember you from the wedding. You didn't want Monty's soup. Can't blame you. If I didn't work there, I wouldn't want it either. I've got a wagon full of food for my boss to help with the whole people dying of starvation thing.
Get that x-ray going, just in case. You never know.
Whoa, your wagon is full of rotten food.
Well, it wasn't rotten when I picked it up 2 weeks ago.
That's really not great.
Not to deny
I
it.
didn't know Monty's was part of the war effort.
Oh, yeah, we have been slammed at Monty's lately. What with all the food rationing, we're running out of soup. I had to go all the way to the Monty's in Caladar to get supplies. Heck of a trek for a Cyclops in heels.
Man,
Wow, that's a long walk.
it is a long walk.
You're telling me. The whole journey took me almost 2 weeks. Luckily, they gave me this cart to carry all the food in. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done.
Unfortunately, I'm going to deny you because that's just rotten. I'm sorry.
Hey, kid, I don't gotta take this from you, too. I get enough of this kind of treatment from Monty. You want to deal with this food, then do it. I'm out of here.
Yes, the sprawl is desperate for food, but not dysentery. Dysentery. Can't talk. Good catch, Guardsman.
A blinding rage fills my eyes. It is the gatekeeper who ruined my wedding day. How have you, honorless child, been allowed to keep such an important position? Thank the walls of your shed for protecting you from the taste of my blade, if I still had it.
I didn't say anything.
Despite my blood feud with you, Guardian, it does not please me that the Sprawl has been so brutally punished by the Kingdom of Petrard. This war has been conducted most dishonorably by those pathetic Petrardians, and your city has been ruined. Much in the same way as you ruined my wedding.
I didn't do anything.
I doubt you could even help us if you wanted to. Marvog is no match for the might of the kingdom of...
You are attempting to use tricky reverse psychology against me. It will fail.
That's what Prince Phineas said too. He figured you'd be too dumb to understand what it was.
He said that? Too dumb, eh? Well, I will destroy the kingdom of Petrard myself.
By expertly using reverse psychology and turning their pride against them, they became a powerful agent for the Sprawl. Right on.
Hail, Groundwalker. I am Marabella.
Hi, I'm Lil. Anything else?
I don't know. I've never been above water before. You lead the way.
Okay, what you doing here, Marabella?
I have an official message from the leaders of my people. This is an official notice that the thalassocracy of...
The what now?
Thalassocracy. It's the word used for an empire that is primarily made up of maritime or seaborne areas.
Oh,
Huh, learned a new word today. Continue.
no. Thalassocracy. Okay.
Okay. The thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed.
Sorry, one more time. Bubbletown?
Bubbletown.
Uh-huh. That's the name of my thalassocracy.
Bubbletown.
Bubbletown. Got it. On you go.
Okay. The thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed to the defense of the sprawl. That's the end.
That's wonderful news. A new ally in our hour of need? Oh, thank you, good Marabella of Bubbletown, for your message. Are you a warlike people?
Well, we don't like it, but we are quite good at it. We used to be a peaceful people, skilled more in song and art, but we lost our song many years ago, and now we know only war.
Oh,
Oh, that's rather sad.
yeah. That's a little sad. Not great. But you'd be a good ally. There you go.
All right, Marabella, strap on your boots. Boot. Fishtail covering. You're drafted.
The mer people of Bubbletown would be honored to help the sprawl in their fight. We will strike at the enemy with everything we've got, and we strap on war fins for future reference.
So war boots, war fins.
This is the place. I got the call. I'm a mercenary. Your move, kid.
Are you like the Mandalorian, but like medieval fantasy? Let's see what references you got.
Okay, what's your deal?
The deal is simple, kid. You let me in, and I will jumpstart your city's defenses and give your leadership precious information about your enemies.
Oh, cool.
Not so fast. You don't let me in, I'm taking the same info about the sprawl and selling it to the highest bidder.
Okay, come on in.
Not so fast. It'll cost you.
How much?
Well, that's up for negotiation.
You tell me how much it's worth.
All right, 1,000 gold.
Do we even know what our budget is?
A Bangalorian, eh? Interesting. Bangalorians hear much and speak little. This one must be in dire straits to be making this deal. Squeeze him. Use those negotiating tactics we've spent all those sessions honing.
What sessions?
Damn it, Travis! I distinctly remember putting a memo on that idiot's desk to schedule sessions with you. Somebody's fired. Again.
So, what do I do?
Step 1, negotiate. Thank you for attending the session.
Want to play hardball, do you? Okay, fine. 500 gold.
How about 250?
Never mind. Full price, 1,000 gold.
Ah, dang it.
Never mind. Pull it back. Let's restart it. See, I'm worried that there's going to be a C and it doesn't want you. Yes, I'm sure. Doesn't want you to draft her.
This is the place. I got the call. I'm a mercenary. Your move, kid.
Okay, what's your deal?
The deal is simple, kid. You let me in.
Oh, cool.
Not so fast. You don't let me in, I'm taking the same info about the sprawl and selling it to the highest bidder.
All right.
Okay, come on in.
Not so fast. It'll cost you.
How much?
Well, that's up for negotiation.
You tell me how much it's worth.
All right, 1,000 gold. Want to play hardball, do you? Okay, fine.
Thank you for lowering the price.
Yeah, don't mention it.
No, really, it means a lot.
I said don't mention it. If people hear about this, I'll never make full price again.
My lips are sealed.
That'll do much because I'm using that towards the end of the action. But yeah, come on in.
I'll assist your city with its defenses and provide enemy intel for the agreed upon price of 500 gold.
Here, take this contract to the castle. They'll settle up with you.
A pleasure doing business with you, kid.
Yes. There we go. 4-star.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Gary Dolt, son of Bee and Brian Dolt, and I wish to pass. Will you require anything else?
Geary, it's me, Lil, remember? Magnus the Magnificent.
Of course. Pleasure to see you again, Lil. Now let me pass. I'm off to a meeting at the Mages Guild. I don't know if you heard, but I'm well on my way to becoming a full-fledged mage, a card-carrying member of the guild. Heading in right now to meet with my tutor, Master Tyronius Athanatos.
No.
He's not much for having a laugh, but I've learned so much from him.
You don't want to learn.
I didn't know that you had any magical abilities at all. Didn't seem like you did last time we met anyway.
Well, I'm just a late bloomer. Master Tyronius has told me that I show great potential as a student, or apprentice, as we are called in the guild. I've been summoned to the side of my mentor, the powerful Master Tyronius Athanatos. He is pushing the Mages Guild toward what he has dubbed a grand realignment, putting mages at their proper place in the center of power. If I play my cards right, I could end up being Tyronius's right-hand goblin. Any day now, we will rise again.
Buddy?
My magical skills have flourished exponentially ever since my precious birthday present. Julian, that sweet simpleton, gave me this. I added the pure, unrefined power crystal to my wand, and now I can truly feel the magic coursing through my veins.
I'm going to confiscate that. I'm sorry.
My wand! My power crystal! You tricked us into giving it to you. The tricksy little gate guard stole it from us. Our power, our present.
The good old. I was waiting for it. I was going to turn. I was like, he's going to say it. It's going to be a reference.
You seem really precious about it.
Oh. He took away this darker, more powerful version of Gary Godwin's new toy. He's getting too precious about it.
Avast, Petey! There blows a fine, upstanding guardsman.
Upstanding guardsman,
We'll take our ship and blast our way through whatever scurvy barnacles are attacking the Sprawl's waterways. Yarr!
So, you're saying you'd like to be drafted?
Aye, that's a much more concise way to say it, yar.
What you got in there?
Yar, I do like the cut of your jib, young scallywag. Take ye this, a tank of some of the fermenter's finest, to remember me by. Think of me when you're singing your pirate shanty.
I'm 12, but I'll take it for my dad when he gets home. Thanks for the grog.
Actually, it's an IPA.
Big juicy IPA,
Lord. Actually, it's an IPA.
Ahoy there, landlubber. The name's Captain Jane Pigeon, and this here's me fine-feathered matey Pete. Though yous can call him Petey if you're an old sea dog like me. Yar, har, har.
Old sea dog,
Wow, a real-life pirate. You want to defend the sprawl from incoming attackers?
Aye, I've heard tell there's plenty of doubloons and booty to be had by sending some enemies down to Davy Jones's locker.
I'm not sure I understood all of that, but still, wow.
True spray, just in case. Make sure it's not just an act.
This pirate persona is really hard to keep up. And when the parents come to the ship with their kids for the birthday parties, sometimes I look in the mirror and I don't know who is looking back at me.
Existential crisis,
That's exactly what it is, Peter. An existential crisis.
Having one too,
No.
Oh gosh, this is really gonna hurt morale back at the ship. People were so excited to serve their queen and country. Oh well, best of luck to you. Come on, Peter. Back to the ship we go. Yar.
Wallow in pity,
You don't have an actual ship.
Hello, I'm here to join my family in the refugee camp at the docks.
Little Timmy.
Aww. What's your name, little buddy?
My name's Teeny Tom McGoblin on account of I'm so teeny, and my last name's McGoblin. Me dad and mum and sisters already came through the gates. I was lagging behind on account of me bum leg.
Aw, what happened to your leg?
It fell off.
Aren't limbs supposed to, stay attached?
I'm too poor to have limbs that stay attached.
I think I'm gonna have to see some ID.
I'm too poor to have ID.
I'm just falling off because.
If I let you in here, how do I know you're not gonna terrorize the neighborhood, huh? Maybe break a few hearts while you're at it?
The only thing I'm worried about breaking is another of me tooths. It's hard not to, though, when you've been eating rocks all day.
Oh my god, don't you have any real food?
I do. I just eat rocks for fun.
Have you ever tried throwing the rocks?
I'm too poor for throwing rocks.
I'm too poor for throwing rocks.
You don't actually eat rocks, right?
I do. It's what gives me my gravelly voice.
I'm really doubting this kid.
Tell me, boy, what day is today?
Today? Why, it's the day after St. Swithin's Day.
Do you know the poultry shop in the sprawl at the corner?
I should hope I do.
Go and buy the prize turkey that was hanging in the window.
What? The one as big as me?
Sure, go and buy it. Go and tell them to bring it here, that I may tell them to deliver it to the docks to feed your wonderful family. Come back with the man, and I'll give you a shilling.
What's a shilling?
It's gold. Go on now.
Yes, Mum. Thanks for this. You're one of the good ones.
Oh. Who did not die, rushed home to his family of the dogs with a prize turkey they couldn't afford. Got the 4-star. I was down the entire time, but we somehow got the 4-star. I was expecting something completely different.
Hi. Is this where to sign up for the draft?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful.
Would you like to be drafted to fight in the war?
Oh, no. It's not for me. It's for him.
For who?
My pet fish, Dennis.
I'm not sure that I can draft a pet fish. Does Dennis want to fight?
He wants to fight, all right. And he is very good at it. I promise you. He really is quite a violent fish.
Yeah, but come on, he's a pet fish.
He'll tear right through anyone or anything in his path. Dennis here has gone 28-0 in the admittedly immoral and illegal underground fish fights that happen down at the docks. Or at least they used to before they set up that refugee camp. He's undefeated and shows no signs of slowing down.
Fish fights? People bring their pet fish to the docks, put them in an aquarium, and watch them battle to the death?
You've pretty much got it.
What a horrible world this is.
If this is a sea monster, I can't draft it because I already drafted 2 other allies. So we're going to set no, so we don't mess anything up.
I'm sorry, I can't draft you.
Not me, remember? It's for the fish.
I'm sorry, I can't draft him either.
We're star. Nice. Level 11. All right.
You should see the look on your dumb face.
She looked like she was this close to peeing her pants.
Nuh-uh.
Well, the surprise isn't even the surprise, Princess Pea Pants. Wait till you see.
Shh, don't spoil it.
Okay. Congrats on not having a job anymore. We're glad to have you back. Finally.
Yeah.
Hey, Arda, mind if I write a quick letter to my dad?
Yeah, maybe later though, okay?
Maybe later? No, I have to send him one now.
It can wait. Enjoy your party. And your surprise is over there by the fire. But first, I know you're just a kid, but I'll mix you up any drink you'd like, on the house, to celebrate everything you've been doing around here. What'll it be?
Mead.
Coming right up.
Mead. Chug it. Wilbur.
I'm sure between my job at the city council and as an administrator with the Guard Corps, if the sprawl was on the verge of catastrophic collapse, from within and without, Mike Melroy would know about it.
I may be baked out of my gourd, as per usual, but I'm telling you, I'm seeing bad omens everywhere. Something very bad is about to go down. Oh, Lil, congratulations. What a party. Are you having a good time?
Honestly, I am. I'm really feeling the love, Echo.
What's a love echo?
I'm gonna miss this.
I'm here to collect your badge and your gun.
What badge and gun?
No one gave you a badge and a gun? How the hell did you navigate your way through 11 levels without your badge and your gun?
There are plenty of ways to solve a problem without a gun.
But the badge, Lil. It's all in the badge.
It's all in the badge.
I'm gonna miss this too.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the Great Magician. Alakazoo, Alakazee. By the beard of Bertram Bartleby the Bloated, I appear.
He appears.
Edward, the official officiant.
It's the Edward, the Great Magician again. Come out of retirement to play one more preteen birthday party. How old are you today, little girl?
It's not my birthday. I was fired. And these nice people are throwing me a party, but honestly, I just want to curl up in the fetal position and sleep for a year.
Come on, Lil, be a good sport. If Arda and Emma don't see me do a magic trick, I don't get my 37 gold and contractually mandated piece of pie. I actually picked up a few tricks from a true blue real deal mage I met. Lil. I am small but nimble with a bushy tail. In trees I scamper, never to fail. I gather my food and store it with care. Do you know what animal I am? Do you dare? That's right! A sparrow! Ta-da!
What? Sparrows don't have bushy tails. And since when do they scamper through trees?
When they're not flying, of course.
Yeah, okay, you got me there, the Edward.
Do you have time for another?
No.
Well, I'll be here with my second trick when you're ready.
He's home.
There she is, my little guardsman.
Dad? What are you doing here? Oh, I missed you so much. What is going on?
You stopped writing letters. I got worried something had happened to you.
What could happen to me? I wasn't the one off fighting a war, remember?
Yeah, but you get some pretty tough customers coming through that gate. Sometimes if you try to whip them, or even just talk to them in the wrong way, it's game over. I got worried.
So they let you leave the war because you were worried about your daughter? I mean, shouldn't you be fighting in an epic naval battle right about now?
No, they didn't. And yes, I should be. But I couldn't stand being at war for a second longer. I was actually pretty instrumental in winning a couple of battles out there. I did some amazing things for a chubby, middle-aged guy. I think all because I was thinking about you and wanting to keep you safe.
Things have been hard and weird and creepy, but I'm so glad you're here. I feel like I can take on anything if you've got my back. And I'm glad you didn't die.
I'm glad I didn't die too.
I could die any day now.
This isn't about you, Mrs. Abernathy.
All right, Seamus.
I'll be up to tuck you in soon. We can figure out what the rest of our lives will look like in the morning.
Oh, precious moment.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
What? Really? Because I have to say, that's a pretty fantastic hat.
You should have seen my previous hat. Aye, my journey, it continues.
There's no pleasing some people.
Right. Of the wagon carrying ingredients, Monty's home of the soup was in a real predicament, just like he did during the Great Bowl Shorters of 02. I'm gonna have to improvise, wearing eggshells and oh yeah. Started looking for a time. She was tired of being indirectly responsible for poisoning so many people. She was trying to be tough, maybe too tough. She probably shouldn't even try to do it, but that's why she did. She should do it. Do everything that could be done. She was only brave enough to do it, but if she could be brave enough, anyone could, right? Maybe. Months of talking to herself into us back out of doing battle with Petrard eventually drove Predator mad. The people staged a coup and demanded a special ballet that should remove her as their leader. But maybe she should do the exact opposite of what they wanted. She thought maybe. British for providing this intel was able to commission the design of a personal jetpack. His budget was a mere 500 gold, so it was an absolute hack job, and immediately was severely burning his face. Thank goodness for the helmet he already possessed. Pure, unrefined power crystal from Julian to increase his magical might. It didn't take long for Gary to fall out of favor with, or even the awareness of the Dark Mages. Friends of former mentor Gary was just not Freedom Caucus material anymore. After being unceremoniously dumped by the Dark Mages, Gary went back to his work with Julian at the GLA. It took quite a bit of work to deprogram Gary, but the tenacity and a bit of luck, Carl the Troll finally got through to him and shattered Tyronius' hold. However, to this day, Gary catches himself losing time and drifting off when the light hits a power crystal just right, reminding him of the dreams of power and fire he once had during his time with the mages. Following Lil's pronouncement, Teeny Tom eagerly limped all the way to the poultry shop and told the butcher about delivering the prize turkey, and then hobbled in the direction of the docks to meet his family and share the good news. Turkey arrived plump and juicy, just as Lil said it would. There was unfortunately the matter of the bill. You see, Lil and Tom never actually talked about paying for the bird. By the time this oversight had been identified by the butcher's delivery person, the entire McGoblin family had devoured it, trimmings and all. This put the butcher in an awkward position. He knew that the McGoblins didn't have the money to pay. I mean, what can you get from the guy who hasn't got anything? Turns out you can get a lot if you threaten. The already impoverished goblin was forced to give up their tent, the only means of keeping the rain and salty sea spray off of their goblin heads, all because of Lil selfish impulse to reenact the ending of timeless novella. Oh my god. Oh, we're going to lose. No. I should have done the fish. No. Double 12.
We have just received word that the enemy has overtaken the Sprawl's military forces. While the city's walls continue to hold, the remainder of the Petrardian forces are expected to join the siege in the coming days. This is a dark day for the Sprawl. As you can tell by my voice, this is a very serious thing I'm saying. We will be keeping this channel clear for instructions from the palace and other emergency updates.
Oh God, it's all over. I should find Dad. We need to get somewhere safe. Dad, I just heard the news. Oh, hello, Cecil. Welcome to my bedroom. Have you come to join us in being slaughtered by an invading army?
Sorry for the intrusion, but this is official business. I was sent by Queen Desdemona herself to retrieve the Chronometer 3000 device.
Never heard of it.
Isn't it the little doohickey that zapped me that one time?
Oh, right, that. Thanks, Dad. But I'm not just gonna give it to you, Cecil. Dr. B gave it to me, and it's my job to protect it.
Well, my instructions are to bring you with me to the war room if you don't comply.
Then it sounds like I'm coming with you, Cece.
Don't call me that.
I'm coming too. I know you got fired, but does that mean I did too? Should I be at work right now?
Fine. Dad, suit up.
What makes you think I've got a suit?
Right. Let's go.
Ah, there she is, Your Majesty, Lilith, the Gate Guardsman.
Yes, Lilith. I see you chose not to simply hand over the Chronometer 3000 as requested.
No, she did not. Stubborn as a mule, gets it from her mother. And I'm her dad, Hamish. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm here to inquire about getting my gate guard gig back.
Silence.
Where's Chuck?
Who?
The Goblin Revolutionary is securely under lock and key on charges of treason against Her Majesty.
That's crazy.
That's enough. Lilith, the Chronometer 3000, hand it over now.
No.
No.
I beg your pardon?
Dr. B entrusted me with the Chronometer 3000 to test it out at the guard shed, so I could make sure that only the right people would make it into the Sprawl.
A position you sullied with your own personal agenda and no longer hold. You do not need the chronometer any longer. Tyronius does.
I'm sorry, does that mean there's an opening?
How dare you interrupt Her Majesty, you useless, pathetic nobody guardsman!
Hey, now. So I am still a guardsman.
Enough of this. Guards, lock the doors. They are not leaving until they hand over the Chronometer 3000.
Nobody's doing anything with a chronometer until I hear from Dr. B.
Unfortunately, the good doctor is indisposed. There was a small mishap at the dig site, and let's just say she fell to her death.
What?
What? You killed Dr. B?
Well, she was hanging at the edge of that pit when I left her, so who can say?
Oh my god.
Who can say indeed?
Your Majesty, are you hearing this? Desdemona, snap out of it!
She can't help you now, child. The Athanatos Amulet of Total Mental Sublimation is among the oldest magic in the world, and its spell is not easily broken. Only the power of true friendship can release the spell's hold.
Lil, help me. My friend.
What? I didn't know you two were friends. Shit. Okay, new plan. Give me the chronometer 3000 now, or I'll kill you.
Why do you even want the chronometer anyway?
Why? What do you mean, why? The war is lost. Thousands of soldiers have died, and worse, those bloated Petrardians have access to the dig site. The sprawl has only been on the forefront of technological and magical advancement because of the power crystals discovered there. That's why you have the chronometer 3000 in the first place. But now the dig site is lost to us due to your poor choices. Make the right one now and hand over the device.
Say I was to hand it over. How would you fix everything?
Lil, I feel like I'm dropping the ball as the adult in the room. Should I be interjecting more?
Dad, shh.
All I
Should I
have
be
to do
interjecting?
is get the
Shush.
princess to marry Prince Phineas
The adults are
instead of the
talking.
Praetor, and kill the leader of the Goblin Liberation Army before he can interrupt the wedding ceremony. Then the war will never happen.
It won't work. The side she doesn't choose will always start a war with the Sprawl.
How could you know that? What is this, your second playthrough? My plan will work.
I can't let you do this.
You can't kill Chuck. He's my hero.
I thought I was your hero, you good-for-nothing little worm. Feel my wrath.
Wait, Master, don't. Oh no, Lil, please. Tell Julian
Gary! No! Dad, let's get out of here.
But the doors and the guards.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but hold my hand.
There it is, the chronometer 3000. Give it to me.
Villain speech. Oh no. Did we get it?
What happened? Where am I? The palace. Oh, the wedding. But it's not the same. Desdemona's gonna marry Praetor Kargan, and there's that bastard Tyronius, and he's got my chronometer. What is he gonna do?
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
Oh my god, Dad! No! No!
What?
No!
What?
I've been pincushioned with arrows a few times in my day. Ugh, but this time they hit something important. To think I've lived through a whole war only to die at a wedding. Lil, I'm sorry I failed you.
What?
I love you, Lil.
Dad? Don't do this to me. This can't be happening. Dad, please, come back.
No. Drat. Even without that infernal goblin interfering, things still escalate. This won't do at all. Oh well, off to another timeline with more favorable variables.
Oh God, what? Dad, you're alive!
What? I'm unarrowed? What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you?
I've got no time for another tutorial. Okay, try not to get his attention, but go stand by that necromancer.
Ooh, spooky. Whatever you say, kiddo.
Ouch! What is that? Some kind of force field? I can't get anywhere close to Tyronia's.
Work with me.
I now pronounce you married.
This won't do. The war.
What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry.
I've got no... Go get something to eat.
Whatever you say.
Lil, you abs... It's gone off without a hitch. And
Gary, you're still...
How nice of you to say.
I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm pretty new at this, but I should have something. I just don't have enough mana stored up to cast it. But...
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine, but you didn't hear it from me. The secret ingredient in Monty's soup is narcotics-grade pixie dust. That's why everyone around here is so obsessed with it. It's really not all that great.
Yeah.
And narcotics-grade pixie dust is a favorite of students at the Mages Guild because it gives them a major mana boost. Get me some soup, and I should be able to execute the spell.
Thanks for choosing Monty's, home of the soup.
I've got it.
That's some good I'm brimming with mana now, baby. At least, I hope that's what I'm brimming with. Here goes nothing.
Now I've got you.
You meddlesome little smaggle. I should have done this long ago.
Oh, shoot.
I guess I got excited. I can't go one-on-one with him.
Need back up. All right, I need to put the dad over there and go find. Okay, yeah.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but when I give the signal, I'm gonna...
No problem. I showed up pretty drunk.
See that necromancer-looking guy? That guy.
It's on.
Okay. Maybe he can help me.
Echo! I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm an old wizard, Lil. I don't know if I still have it in me.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. I need a shard of pure ice to complete this here magical elixir to cast the spell you need.
You're drinking what looks like a glass of straight vermouth.
That's right. My magical elixir.
Ice for your drink, and then you'll cast the spell. Great.
Abso-toodalutely.
Okay. Bye.
I got it.
Cheers, Lil. Bottoms up.
Drinks.
Now for the spell.
All right. We got it. Go, go, go.
Now I've got you. Dad, give me a hand with this clown.
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me. Lightning!
What? Unarmed. You shall immediately to one of.
I guess Dad can't take him down unarmed. Let's see if I can do something about that.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but I need to find you a weapon, and when I give the signal, I'm gonna need you to fight somebody.
No problem. I showed up pretty drunk and ready to go. Who am I?
See that necromancer-looking guy? That guy.
Oh, that might be tough. He looks spry. I can try my best, but I'd feel better if I had some kind of weapon to protect you with.
I'm on it.
Okay. Weapon. What weapon? I need a weapon. Have your
Security, I don't know. Keep your eyes peeled for any.
Articulus, I need your help.
I didn't until you pointed them.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you...
I know spells that might work, but I'm not technically licensed to cast it.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. There is a loophole. If the ancient elven hymn Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus is being performed, my license increases by 3 levels. Then I'd have no problem casting the spell for you.
What does the title of that elvish song mean?
No one knows.
I'll see what I can do. Excuse me, but do you take requests? Would you be able to sing Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus?
Ah, a true connoisseur. No problem.
where? I don't. Maybe you? Maybe the fish? Oh.
I now pronounce.
This won't do. The war.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time.
No problem.
See that neck? I'm on it.
Gotta find a weapon. Where do I get a weapon?
Hey, bounty hunter.
Yes?
Give me that blaster I know you got on.
Why should I?
It's for the good of the city.
That doesn't really appeal.
Give me that blaster I...
Why should I?
I'll pay you a lot of gold.
Sounds good.
Okay, we got it. In there. Run over here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Time.
Get me some soup.
Go.
Thanks for choosing Monty's.
Yeah. Come on. Got 15 seconds. Gotta save the world.
That's some good I'm brimming with mana now, baby. At least
That's some good shit.
Dad, now!
How's this for
You continue.
Don't even think about it.
What?
Why, you meddlesome...
Now, Lil, get the doohickey.
Not before I go back one more time.
No!
Another part. Do it.
Lil.
What, Dad? I just had the strangest... Wait a minute. Where am I? What happened?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
Don't be cute. I remember we were back in time at the royal wedding. Tyronius had the chronometer. You distracted him, and I grabbed for it, and...
And before I could even blink, we were right back where we started, in the war room with the princess. Except Tyronius wasn't there, and you were unconscious. You've been in bed for a week. You've been muttering some very strange stuff. A scary tree monster became a mayor? Ridiculous.
Tyronius wasn't there? What happened to him? And the war? And Desdemona?
There's someone waiting to see you who might do a better job of filling you in than me.
Hello, Lil.
Desdemona? You're being mind-controlled by Tyronius. You need to listen to me.
It's really me. I'm not under Tyronius' spell anymore.
My dad said he disappeared when we came back from the past. What happened to him?
Nobody knows. As far as I remember, he tried to grab the chronometer from you, then in a flash of light, he was gone. There hasn't been a trace of him or the device since.
Is there a chance he still has it? Is he back in time right now, messing things up even more?
It's doubtful. From what we understand from Dr. B's notes, once a chronometer has been synced to an individual's life force, it can prove disastrous to anyone else who tries to meddle with it.
So, Dr. B, she's really...
Yes. Unfortunately, she remains dead. When you reappeared without the chronometer, we lost the ability to go back and fix things, including the terrible things I may have said or done while under his control. I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Of course I can. You weren't you. I can only imagine what it would have been like to be under that creep spell.
Thank you, Lil.
And can you forgive me, Your Majesty, for forgetting to tell you how grateful we are, allowing me to return to my post, and for personally taking such good care of Lil this week?
Of course, Hamish. But the Sprawl is grateful to your daughter, Lil, for all she has sacrificed to save it.
But the war! Has it changed? Tyronius said that he was going back to kill Chuck and...
Chuck is alive and well, thanks to you. And we still lost the war. But with Tyronius missing, things seem to have taken a turn for the better. We are still not out of the woods, but the worst is behind us. The Mages Guild has scattered. We discovered that some of the more loyal mages to Tyronius were supporting the enemy army with magic. But without this advantage, they were incapable of delivering a fatal blow to our fair city. The enemy is still there, just outside the walls, and months of negotiations are ahead, but hopefully I can avoid any further bloodshed.
Well, that's good news at least. So, what now?
What do you mean, what now?
Well, do you need me to unmask a goblin spy, work the night shift, harass any of your advisors?
Lil, don't you get it? It's over. You don't have to do any of that anymore. Let the grown-ups do their jobs. Besides, I don't want you to be a guardsman anymore. I'd like you to just be my friend.
That sounds good to me.
Join me at the palace once you're feeling up to it. I'll have the kitchen cook up some tacos.
Finally!
Finally, some tacos.
Talk about fancy friends. She seems nice. I'd love to spend the day with you, but I've got a shift down at the guard shed. You can do whatever you want. Chill. Go play. Have that childhood you keep talking about. Or, join me for another shift.
Are you kidding? Did you not see what we just went through? Me, a 12-year-old, given way too much responsibility, almost destroyed time and space. Why don't you do your own job for f***'s sakes? I'm going to have a f***ing childhood.
Oh, Little Guardsman. We did it. Oh my god. Second best ending. We didn't get the best ending. We got the second best.
The burden of Tyronius's amulet affecting her judgment, Desdemona became the strong ruler the sprawl needed to negotiate its surrender and lead the subsequent peace talks. She was able to win a number of concessions from the enemy that allowed the sprawl to retain some of its freedom under occupation. As it happens, in secret, a certain hooded figure leads a growing resistance that will one day overthrow the occupiers. Desdemona and Chuck's marriage was, unfortunately, no match for the pressures put on them by the sprawl's defeat. The divorce was as amicable as any royal divorce could be. A source in the palace shared that the two remain friends. When the sprawl fell to the enemy forces, the occupiers' hatred and intolerance towards non-human races took greater root in the city. This forced many underground, which, if you were a mole person, is no big deal. Not great for the others, though. The Goblin Liberation Army continued meeting in secret and has become an instrumental part of the insurgency movement against the sprawl's occupying forces. On the final day of the war, a power-hungry Tyronius used the wicket on his 3 rival advisors. Thankfully, he was confused by the contraption and accidentally denied them instead of sending them to the dungeon. Ousted, they walked to the nearest tavern outside of the sprawl and began to plot how to overthrow Tyronius and save the queen. It wouldn't be necessary in the end, as Lil did their jobs for them again. But the act of plotting over drinks really brought the trio together. After the fall of the sprawl, Councilwoman Ash was enlisted by the enemy to be their intermediary to the Queen. The occupiers saw her as an effective and ruthless new hire, but they greatly underestimated her spycraft. This Employee of the Month secretly fed intel to the Resistance, which monumentally weakened the enemy's hold on the sprawl. Lieutenant Stryker's execution was immediately scheduled by the enemy. However, before she could be hanged, she disappeared from prison. Cries of "Viva la Goblution!" were heard in the vicinity of the dungeon, and although she hasn't been seen, it is believed that she is in hiding, assisting the insurgency. Malcolm disappeared, as did a not insignificant sum from the palace treasury. Meanwhile, rumors out of Fireball Canyon tell of a new circus, the most outrageous and lavish circus the world has ever seen. The rumors also tell of its charismatic ringleader and the fish he wears on his belt. Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn's body was never recovered. Since her presumed death, Lil has been having the most vivid dreams of Dr. B, traveling through alternate versions of the sprawl. In these dreams, the lost scientist seems to be trying to tell her something, but Lil can never remember exactly what it is upon waking. Lil and Hamish continue to live above the Twisted Sisters Tavern. They were able to purchase new furniture and a second outfit, thanks to a gift from the palace for Lil's role in saving the world. Lil vowed to never set foot in the guard shed again. All she wanted was a proper childhood, and to even sometimes throw rocks at things. With that being said, our new Goblin Ball season is upon us, and Hamish has been trying to wear her down. He lives in hope that she's got at least one more shift in her.
What about old Echo the Wanderer, you ask? Well, that's me. I'll continue to chronicle the happenings of the sprawl, from the migration of the birds to the illegal fish fights down at the docks. So remember, when you get a snoot full of pungent peace blossom in your nose, I'll be there. When you overorder pizza at your place of business and people are invited to take some home, I'll be there. And when the next calamity threatens the lives of the good people of the sprawl, I'll be there.
So good. We got the second ending. The second ending. We didn't get the big one. The main one. Ah, so good though. Did we made it? Aw. Such a good game. Absolutely loved it. This game.
You still here?
Yeah.
It's over. Go home. Well, I guess you are home. But in case you're not, go.
because that was the first one. Very curious, but we go for the other endings another day. Cause it is 11:17. How long have we streamed? About an hour and a half. Yeah. So that'll do it, YouTube. We got the second ending. I'll probably do some more streams to get the other endings. But we'll probably move on to another game for the meantime. But we'll do like an hour each stream to try to get the other endings. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. And I should have this uploaded on February 1st. So yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all watched the other parts. Because it'll be a total of be a total of 5 parts for this playthrough, at least for the second ending. Because I think a lot of choices really matter towards that second part. So we'll start from that second part, at least for the battles, because I think the battles kind of made the difference. But yeah, I'll have it uploaded so y'all can finish out watching it. Yeah, if you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And until next time, I will see y'all. Bye bye.